Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cocktail Time Tick. We are here with Viper UK, who's going to be running the House of the Dead 4. So please, Viper, feel free to introduce yourself and take it away.
No problem. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Most of you guys probably may know or know me as Viper or Viper UK or Viper Races, whichever one you're going to go with. Today we're going to be running the House of Dead 4. So for those in the loop, House of Dead is a rail shooter series started in the mid to late 90s, I think 1996. It's had various amount of games over the series. This is obviously the fourth game in the series, released back in 2005 in the arcade. Then got a PlayStation Network release for the PS3. We're going to be using the PS Move controller for this. I would use the controller, but honestly, this is the authentic experience. It's a bit more accurate as well. Now, there is a few things to note. Straight and foremost, I'll get into the game. So I'm going to get into free play. If I could actually press the button, that would be amazing. There we go. Okay, so there's 6 chapters altogether in this game. We're going to start in chapter 1. We're going to be on the very easy difficulty using the free play option. We're using 1 life. That's significant because every time we die, we get 3 grenades respawned. So we're going to be death abusing this a lot of the time. But yeah, if we're ready to go on the time, I'll give you a countdown and we'll get going. So here we go. So I'll give you a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the way that the timing actually starts for this run is as soon as the transition opens in a second. Now I'm going to skip here, and it's as soon as I skip as soon as we actually get into the game. So here we go. So here we go. And time is off and running, so here we go. And we're off. So, first and foremost, the story about that's to do with House of Dead 4. There is a bit of one, but for the most part, we try and not think about the story too much. For a lot of people, we don't really think about the story that much. We're gonna make sure we get these guys like this, and immediately we're gonna arm a grenade here. We're in here, because this immediately moves the progression forward. So death abusing with the grenades is something that we'll be doing quite a lot. So these guys are gonna smash this window here. We're gonna throw this grenade here, and this immediately will kill a lot of these guys. So I'm gonna make sure that I am lined up here. There we go. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to do this. This will kill most of the guys off here. And we're also gonna do that. So again, we're gonna make sure that we get the grenades respawned as fast as possible. There we go. There we go, nice, and through we go. We're going to skip all cutscenes here, and we're going to immediately go down to the right-hand side, which is fun times. Then there's these guys here. There we go. Nice. But yeah, for a lot of people here, they'll be like, "Wait, you're playing on? Yeah, you're playing on." On free play mode. Isn't that technically cheap? Well, no, not really. So, as I said before, this is a light gun game. You played it in the arcades about 2005. There are certain, I'll be honest, there are certain ones that you're going to be seeing. Now, obviously, with it being the 4th game in the series, the graphics decided that we're going to step up a notch. Also, we're going to make sure that we get these guys here. There we go. So actually, one of the weird things is the calibration for this game is always fun. So we're going to make sure that we get rid of these guys here. There we go. So I'm going to make sure that I get hit here. There we go. So we're going to relaunch these grenades, well, reload the grenades, so to speak. And then when we get through here, we're going to get a... There we go. There we go. So make sure we use these grenades wisely. But the grenades are actually quite fun. So if we can, try and make sure that we can get through this just fine. And if you're going to grapple here, immediately going to do that. So yeah, like obviously when you're younger, you probably would have put in a quarter or whatever it is There we go. So the grenades actually speed this up a little bit. Damn. Okay, not what I wanted, but it's fine. Normally by now we would have made sure that we would have killed him, but never mind. So he's going to keep coming at us. And eventually... I can get him. There we go. Not what I wanted to get in the first time, but it's nevertheless.
Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, this actually provides a much faster kill. There we go. And there we go. Nice. Very nice. Just like that. That's how you kill them dead quick. Just use the grenades. Again, we can't really skip all this, so there's not a lot we can do.
This much trouble.
Also, if I wanted to, I could just do that. Stretch this out. Put it on my shoulder. It doesn't really help too much, but you can do that if you so desire. I mean, for me, I could easily put it behind my shoulder. It's not great, but it's fine. Here we go. So I do have to be careful here with where I use my grenades and where I get them back. And obviously we want to make sure that we're going to get these guys here. Actually, that works quite well. Thinking about it, and it's on my shoulder.
This way is probably faster if we could just get this tree.
So one of the things I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to throw the grenade over there. I'm going to get through here, just like this. Nice. Through we get. But yeah, the story does take a backseat in these games, so that's why I'm not really explaining too much. Other than all you need to know is that the way that the House of Dead games work is, in terms of the story mode anyway, is that the games go 1, 2, 4, and then 3. Although I do believe if you play, there is actually an expansion for House of Dead 4, which is the what's it called? There is an expansion of some sort, which is you can play the special arcades, which is always fun. We're gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna make sure these guys are gonna hopefully kill me. Now, if I'm not mistaken, get rid of these guys like that. So these guys actually wanted to kill off a bit sooner than that, but never mind, that's fine. Now one of these guys is going to give me... There we go. One of these guys is going to give me the grenades by killing me straight away. Now these, like, maggot things, you don't want to make... You do not want them to hit you whatsoever. Also, here we go. There we go, nice. Yeah, there is a super special, like, mode, I guess. You can also do this. Kill these guys off very quickly. We're going to use the grenade strat again in a second. So the way we're going to use these is we're going to do that, like that. Nice. There we go. So we're going to make sure we get the... There we go. Like that. Blow these things up here. Nice and easy. So what we're going to do is... Oh, that. I mean, that also works as well for getting your grenades back. So, basically, we're going to make sure we can get this here, and we're going to get that there. This guy is always going to be here. You can never get rid of him. The fastest way of getting rid of him is just wait for him to stand up. Nice and easy. Also, what we're going to do here is we're going to shut this door here. Nice. Here we go. I'm going to make sure them guys never get on the platform. Bye-bye. Nice. Get rid of them guys. Then wait for these 4 guys to spawn, and then we're going to throw a grenade like that. And nice and easy. Now we get in the elevator here. We have to wait for some of these cutscenes, unfortunately. There we go. Nice. There we go. So this is the boss that I always used to hate the most, but there's actually one that's worse than that. For a lot of people that may remember this game, there was actually one particular boss that was worse than this one. But this one is the worst for me because the fact that I'm an arachnophobic. I do not like spiders whatsoever. So for me, this has to be one of the worst bosses in the game for me. But for others, it may be less so. So you can see here we're going to shoot its back here. And that's actually going to damage it more. So it means that it... Yeah. Also, it will try and kill you as best as it can, but it won't be able to do it. It will now fall. Which we'll see now. Here we go. So this one's actually quite interesting here. There we go. And then finally, it likes to play about with you here. There we go. Nice. And that is chapter 2 done and dusted. That was a pretty decent chapter 2, I'll be honest. We got C there as well.
What's wrong? You not feeling well?
But yeah, as Tally was saying in chat as well, the main thing is that you've got to memorize everything. Because if you don't, then yeah. Let's just say you don't memorize everything and it causes a lot of problems later on. There we go. Also, as soon as you start a level, by the way, you immediately spawn with 3 grenades as well. You obviously want to make sure that get this right. There we go. So these guys here will now start to spawn. Or wait for him to come out of it. There we go. So wait for him to come out of there like that.
Got a quick second for a donation.
Yeah, sure thing.
We've had £5 from Hobby Tan. Thank you, Tan. Many weeks of saved up pocket money went into the House of the Dead 1 machine at my local arcade as a kid. So great to see the franchise being showcased with such speed and skill. Zombie Block Hoop.
There's nobody here.
And they've also put their £5 towards the Christmas outfit in Dead Rising 4. Currently, the Valentine Cupid one is still winning, but Christmas is now catching up.
Indeed it is.
Yeah, I didn't realize how literally that also makes sense as a statement. It's
Well,
on its way.
There we go. Also, for some reason, there's 2 zombies in one toilet cubicle. I don't really want to know how they got there, but I will not question this.
That's deep lore. deep lore.
Very much so. Also, for some reason, these guys just wanted to they wanted to make things a bit harder for us, so all good fun. Also, we get to I suppose in the sequence of Halloween here, we get to shoot some bats. So yeah, there you go. That's Halloween, right? I guess that works.
Absolutely. On theme.
Also, there is a massive horde of zombies that are stuck behind this door, but usually using a grenade works out pretty well. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to the right.
You're supposed to fight this man.
I love... Right, so she asks, like, how the hell are we supposed to fight this many? The easiest answer, grenades. It's just always going to be grenades, like, it will never not be grenades.
Keep going.
Also, the sound just, like, spikes as well, with having 3 grenades. So we're going to wait for these guys to kill us, there we go. Now, I am going to make sure that I avoid picking any extra lives up if I can, because in a normal House of Dead run, you would actually avoid... you would not avoid anything. You would pick up as many extra lives as you can, because obviously... Well, why wouldn't you? Also, here we go. There's nobody here. There we go. So immediately, we skip the cutscenes here, but all you need to know is... Basically, we've got a load of problems here, and we're now on a train with the boss itself. So we want to defeat this thing with 2 chainsaws. Think of it as what's the thing you're after? Like, is it Texas Chainsaw Massacre that's got the guy with the chainsaw? I guess it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Predominantly.
Yeah, think of it as that guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leatherface, I think his name is.
There's also a guy in 2 who's got a big chainsaw like that as well, I think.
Yeah. Is it? I think it's called Strength or something in House of Dead 2.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, this one is this is the one that for me was the enemy that took the most credits, if I can say that much. Also, this thing just never gives up. It really just never does give up. So you really have to, like, shoot it quick. I mean, the thing is as well is that this is kind of timed as well, because you have to wait like this. You have to just wait for it. Should put my fan on as well, because I'm getting a bit warm. All this shooting's getting me warm. Yeah, this thing really tries to kill you. So we'll get to the end now. And you can actually make this a bit easier on yourself by having... Not quite, actually, that didn't actually work, which is a shame, but nevertheless. There we go. Didn't quite work, but basically what you always want to do there at the end, or at least I found, is you want to save a grenade. So then, when it comes at you, because let's be honest, unless you're really good at firing, you ain't gonna, like, kill that thing off outright. But what you can do is you can, yeah, save a grenade and it makes it a bit easier. Also, we've managed to get off the train because it exploded.
Here often.
Also, here we go. This is always good fun. So, that guy did kill me there, but nevertheless. Also, music for this is pretty good. That was fine.
We have to close it quickly.
We're going to make sure that door's shut, like that. Nice. Got that. So that guy there is going to make sure that that door stays open. It is a bit difficult to find out where your grenades actually are useful here. So I'm going to just throw them a few times. A few different places.
Love this shop.
I think it's this bit, actually. There we go. These two guys will come up from behind here. There we go, nice. Now, there's even more of them. Also, apparently Kate's never been shopping in a zombie apocalypse before. But I promise it's not that bad. I mean, we have got Dead Rising coming up, so I suppose that will show how good doing some shopping in a zombie apocalypse will be. But that completely missed, but nevertheless, progress. According to Kate, yeah, it's the worst day ever. There we go. Nice. Oh, yeah, one thing I mentioned is that most of this this level is actually one big boss fight. So it's a pretty short level, but about half of it, or 3/4 of it, is shooting this thing here. It doesn't take any damage at all, by the way. So you can gain points and things like that. And it just stands there like that. Now, unfortunately, this guy, as we say in the UK, we always say, who ate all the pies? Clearly, we know it's this guy. Because, I mean, you know. The thing is as well, I'll give him credit where credit is due. But I do really think that whoever designed them tattoos clearly had this kind of person in mind. Like, I've never seen this before. Like, the tattoos are way too big for him. But they fit, surprisingly. I mean, if you have a look at the tattoos, I mean, the tattoos. Also, apparently, Kate has never seen a clock before. Because she says, James, what is that? It's like, alright, let's use that. Like, have you never seen a clock before? Or Big Ben? Oh yeah, I should probably mention as well, like, half of the, what's it called? Half of the scenery in this game is, like, based off London, I think, or supposed to be. It's really weird to see in that regard. I don't know why, but yeah. Nice. I think it's there. Nice. Just about got him before he killed me. That's very nice. There are bonus items as well. There are, like, you know, there are a few things, a few bits and pieces, but fine. Nice. Nice. There we go. Nice. that is stage 4 done. We've got 2 stages left to go. I will mention as well, so chapter 5, for anyone that's played House of Dead 2, which I think a lot of people may have done, but if you played House of Dead 2, then the next particular bit might be a bit easier. I say a bit easier, might be very familiar. You'll see what I mean in a minute.
What the heck is Goldman up to?
So Goldman is apparently the culprit behind this, the same guy that's in House of Dead 2. So
Goldman.
even though in House of Dead 2, you do have, I think it was, what was it? House of Dead 2, Goldman supposedly dies at the end. He throws himself off the building. I don't really
Farewell,
remember.
friends.
That's the one. Somebody knows their House of Dead 2. But yeah, it's... In this one, apparently he never died, because this is set 3 years after 2000. It's in 2003. So you may notice now that a lot of the enemies here that we are now getting are very familiar to that of House of Dead 2. Some are familiar, some aren't, but yeah, there you go. Also, this guy here is going to be throwing up our car. We can immediately get him to put it back down. If you kill him, you don't actually have to wait. It's just quite fun.
The really interesting thing you said about it being set in London, the one way I can tell more than anything else is the signage.
Yeah, it
The
does.
signage is very, like, British signage, like arrows and signs and stuff.
Also, in the House of Dead 4 special, there's a part where that truck comes at you and you have to shoot the driver. Because if you don't, then you get a fail on it, but for the most part, it's not too bad. Also, I find it interesting, this place hasn't changed much since the last time. It's like, ooh. So you get to this part here, and hey, look, it's our zombie friend.
I know where I am.
I know where I
recognize
am.
this.
Yeah, I don't know how many people finish the House of Dead 4, either on an arcade or legit, but yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
This is what you
See
get.
my brother play
So-
the first 2 levels. I've never seen this. This is amazing.
Also, you get to play I Challenge You with the zombie for some reason. Which is quite funny. So, yeah, nice. Not too bad. Relatively straightforward one. Also, this place might be look familiar. So I didn't realise this till quite a while after. But James Taylor, the guy who we're playing as in this game, is actually the same James from House of Dead 2. Obviously, it's only 3 years after, but I always forget. I'm like, I don't know why it took me so long to realise this, but yeah. Also, this is supposedly this game's version of the Magician. He's not actually called the Magician; he's called the Star. But he might as well be a magician because of his health.
He also moves just like him.
Exactly, yeah, and he throws out these projectile things. He's fairly straightforward to kill. As long as you can track his movements, he's not too bad. There we go. He can be a bit of a pain to kill as his health goes down, especially when he does the... You'll see him move into, like, a... what's it called? He goes into, like, a spin state of some kind. There you go. This is the bit I meant. When he does that, you want to be firing before he even gets a chance to do it. There we go. And hopefully one more. Nice. That's stage 5 done and dusted. So now comes the finale. So the finale will be... We have no extra bosses. Like in House of Dead 2, you often go through... For those that have played House of Dead 2, you'll know that you go back through all of the... Every single one of the bosses that you've defeated previously. In this, you don't do that. In fact, you have a brand new one. Also, I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. So the music is very
interesting.
very similar as
Boss
well.
rush is like tradition when it comes to these kinds of games.
Yeah, in this one it was like, nah, we don't want, like, in the finale, they don't bother for some reason. They just they go, nah, it's fine. Nice. Also, these guys do spawn a lot. Yep. And also, apparently, metal cannot stop anything else.
Think
So, there you go. Nice. They're just fine. Oh, hello. But yeah. Those that didn't know about... I think a lot of people know about House of Dead anyway, but yeah, there's a room... Oh, there's a room you can unlock, actually, at the end. Which is if you get this far, like, if you beat all of the game without getting hit once, you actually unlock a secret door at the end here. To signify that, which is pretty cool, I think. There we go. Okay, so that's like... Nice, okay. So that's that bit done and dusted.
Goldman's office is about here. Let's go.
So Goldman basically set a timer of 1 hour, and he decided, yeah, let's set a bomb to go off. For those that don't know what the hell's going on right now, so he set a bomb to go off within an hour. We've just got to Goldman's headquarters easily within an hour. Heck, we've got to his office in, according to the game, 25 minutes. So not too bad. But yeah, we stopped the bomb, and now what he's done is opened something called Pandora's Box, and this is what we're defeating here, which has a super funny, like, health thing, because it is basically in its chest, which is where we're aiming. Which I think is quite funny, to be honest. Nice. So it has 2 phases. That's the first phase. Like that. Now, its second phase becomes even easier. So I'm going to actually let that hurt me. Also, this thing decides, yeah, okay, let's... you know, why not? You can imagine how hard this would be at an actual arcade. Believe me, I've tried. Nice, we got it. So time's actually going to be when I put the final blow on this thing. Nice. So we might have, I think it's probably its last one. There you go. Ooh, okay, didn't quite get there. Time.
GG's.
Ooh. Yeah, that was too bad actually. Not far off my PB.
Way underestimate.
Yeah. So there is actually something, as I was saying, there is actually something that I can just say here. I would show it off, but honestly, I don't really know if we've got time for it. But as I was saying before, the House of Dead 4, it has multiple endings, just like the other House of Dead games. Apparently, I have to travel north, and hope is a splendid thing. But there is actually a special story. It says the story continues in the House of Dead 3. So to stop the world, which is what we stopped at the end there, James Taylor was there. He sets his GPS for some reason to detonate, and it detonates and blows up the world along with him. So she's like, so Kate Green, who's his co-partner's like, what do I do? And basically the special story, which is like 5 minutes long or 6 minutes long, that actually shows off the like 2 chapters. It's like I said, it's a very short run, like 5 or 6 minutes, and yeah, it basically introduces G from the original 2 games. He comes back, and he teams up with Kate to take down the magician, because the magician is behind it all, supposedly, even after Goldman disappears. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, I think on that note though, I'm just going to give a few shout outs. First and foremost, thank you to the Clock Tower guys guys and girls for having me with this marathon, because I know that I'm not in the team thing itself on Twitch, but I digress. So I thought I'd try my luck with something that's like House of Dead 4. But yeah, there's a few games. So I'm mainly known for doing racing games, I'll be honest. I'll just keep the short and snappy. I'm mainly known for doing racing games more than shoot 'em up. So you'll find me over at Viper Races on Twitch, which you'll find me doing racing games. Sometimes it'll be shoot 'em up games. It depends what it is. But yeah, thank you again to the Clock Tower team. And yeah, if you ever get a chance to try this, by the way, you can play this. If you've got a PS3, you can get hold of it. Won't tell you how, but you can get hold of it on that. I believe it's still on the PSN store. You can get like a trilogy pack with House Dead 3, 4, and House Dead Overkill for a set. I think it's for like £10 or £15 still on the PSN store. Although how long it's on there for, I don't know, because obviously the PSN network is closing down for PS3, I believe, at some stage. You can play this on something called Techno Parrot, which is a arcade emulator. And there's also other House Dead games out there as well. Like I said, you've got House Dead 1, 2, 3, 4, Overkill. There's Scarlet Dawn, which is the latest one. And if you want to play something a bit different, but is zombie related, you can play something called The Typing of the Dead, which is basically the House Dead games. Well, House of the Dead 2, 3, and Overkill all had a typing variant, which is basically you have to type on a keyboard, and that was available for Dreamcast and PC. Feel free to give them a try if that's what your thing. There was also other spin-offs like English of the Dead for the DS. There was a right variety. There is the Wiki of the Dead, which is a House of the Dead Wikipedia page, I guess, that has all the information for the games, the characters, and everything, as you might expect. There's also a Discord for the House of the Dead speedrunning set, so shout out goes out to that community, as well as my own for their continued support through any marathon that I do, as well as all my friends that I've met over the years. So yeah, on that note, anyway, I'm going to shut up talking, but yeah, thank you very much once again for having me run this, and yeah, Garlips, back to you.
Thank you, Viper, for such a great run. And yeah, we will be right back with the next run very shortly. Don't go anywhere.